Sara is a heart-based consultant and a human-centered facilitator. She crafts transformational spaces for people to experience the creative potential of healthy and compassionate conflict, to recharge collectively and reimagine a better future together. How awesome is that, Sara? Clients call her when they need an experimental or experiential approach for their strategic sessions, or when they need to dive deep and lean into the necessary and uncomfortable dialogues in order to grow as a team or as an organization. So let's all welcome Sara now, who's going to delight us with a feline experience, right?
Yes, thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you all for coming. When I designed this session, I thought sandbox, cats and sandbox, right? Like, I don't know what kind of, how do you call the thing you're using? It could be clay, it could be sand. I use everything, wood as well. My favorite right now is wood. I mean, it's dust everywhere, but it's environmental, it's light. So I thought, how would this session, when it could be something that we just play with, but also has a deeper meaning of it, because cats are so misunderstood. I don't know if you have Netflix. There's now one documentary called Inside the Mind of a Cat. Fascinating. I'm like looking at my cat saying, I read you. I know. I'm smiling at you, because my current cat is almost 2, and I do have to say I'm missing my former cat, which is more my kind of pal. This one is just like very tolerating me, thinking, you're the third person in the house. So we all have that cat we love or kind of like intrigued by. So I really want to invite you for the first exercise without me talking a lot. It's just like connect with someone. And then you have about 2 minutes per person just to show your favorite cat or the cat that intrigues you. If you're lucky, you might grab your cat if the cat wants to be grabbed. Or you can kind of like just imitate how the cat looks. Like, okay, I don't have the picture. My husband is secretly in love with this cat called Yosha, and it has hair like this, and it's not combed and everything, but it intrigues him. So, let me see, 2 minutes per person, and you're seeing me like really trying to figure things out. You have about 3 person in a group, 6 minutes. The task is actually when you're in the breakout group. Any questions? The silence is always a sign of just let us go, woman. Don't explain too much. Here you go. Welcome back, everyone. So, preview alert, this song is in Mandarin, but if you look down the rabbit hole of YouTube, you'll find it in every language: Russian, Turkish, all kinds of. So I was down in the rabbit hole of this song. And it's about, I would like to be your cat. And that comes to the next exercise of what does it mean if we would use more feline power in our facilitation. And the short YouTube clip that inspired me in the design of this session is this one. Let me start it.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to
we're trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat. And, we tried to find that filter because those eyes, see those eyes, like, oh my God. It even reminds me of today. Like I'm now in butter and I'm like, yeah, where is it exactly? You're like looking frantically. We can all relate to that moment as a facilitator. But what if though we could facilitate like a cat, not just like a filter that we put on and we're trapped inside, but we really transform and shapeshift our being of being a cat. So for the next bit, what I would like to invite you to do is to think of some things that cats enjoy doing. And just to inspire you, there's of course another video, the things that cats enjoy. Here you go.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Hij is stapelgek op die miauw.
Miauw, 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 miauw.
Miauw smaakt zo lekker dat uw kat er zelf om vraagt.
So what the video says is the meow is so delicious that your cat is asking for it themselves. So for the next bit, I would like to brainstorm just together with 12, 13, 14 of us. What are some of the things cats enjoy doing? And please let me know if you cannot get into the Google Doc, but just write down on the left column, what are some of the things that cats enjoy doing? And I'll put on some music while you write that. Oh, thank you, Paria, for letting me know that you can't access. So let me put the link in the chat.
I am just a kitten, hardly fit my mittens, much too small I feel.
Sleeping, getting rubbed and pampered. Oh, biting, spinning, puking, being independent, licking its fur, gazing into space, being the queen of the house, being annoying, creative, destroying, doing nothing, just lazy, being curious, hunting. My cat loves like going for wasps and flies. So not a minute or so.
Till then, I'll just purr and sing along. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Destroying your work chair. Okay. So finish your sentence. And the next bit I would like to invite you to do is looking through that list. And then think of yourself for a moment. What are some of the things that are listed here on the left-hand side that you wish you could use more of in your facilitation? And if that's something, then do the +1 on the right-hand side. You have about 2 votes. So what are the top 2 things you wish of this list that you can use more of? Would you like to be more curious? Would you like to destroy more things in your facilitation, to tear structures down, to challenge things? Or maybe getting rubbed and pampered. that your clients or the one who you work for will just love. Like, oh, there she or he is again. Please come in. Or just licking its fur when you're facilitating, like staring, gazing, or however. Okay. So, has everyone got something that you have? Show me your reaction in the chat. Thank you. Good. So we all have chosen one of two activities that we think, hey, that's something I would like to use more of in my facilitation. Then here comes the interesting part. So just looking at this list one more time, remember the thing you would like to use more of in your facilitation. Remember it for yourself. Then what I will do is I will put you in connection rooms. I don't like that. I learned it through another conference. Instead of breakout, like tear apart, we're going to connect. So in connection rooms. And you'll be in pairs. So for the introverts, it's only a few minutes. We can do this. Because the invitation is first you will both be interviewed and you'll swap roles. So in pairs, the interviewer will start asking, what is that one thing you would like to use more of in your life or in your facilitation? For example, it would be, oh, I would like to destroy more. Then the interviewer will say, okay, thank you. Why is it important for you? Then the other will answer why. And then you say thank you. And why is that important for you? So the purpose of this exercise is like an onion to sink in deeper and deeper. So really to concentrate, you would say, of why is destroying important for me? I want to tear things down. I want to challenge the status quo. I want to build another structure that will work better for the group. So different layers that you will touch upon. You have quite a lot of time and you can repeat up to 6 minutes or so for this. And this is my version of, instead of the 9 lives of the cat, we're going for the 9 whys. Why is it important to you? Any questions? Feel free to ask them. Feel free if you're in the connection zone, like, oh, this is too awkward, Sarah. Could you just come in and hold space so it's just not the two of us? That's also fine. Happy to join as well. So here you go. I'm so sorry for zapping you back. So in case you haven't finished that sentence, the wisdom of the day of the Monday, feel free to share that in the chat or private message the one that you were in connection room with, what I wanted to tell you. And I hope you also experience, because I can imagine this exercise can sometimes feel a little bit uncomfortable. As in, you say something and the other's like, thank you. Now, why is that important for you? And for me, this exercise really feels like a squat. Like you kind of like hold those muscles. And the longer or the often you do it, your muscles get stronger. Because in everyday life, sometimes you just do things. And when we do have that time, like a cat, to stretch and like maybe to feel the different spot, we get to new answers. So for the next exercise, what I'm inviting you to do from this space of what is really important to me and why is it important to me, then to think of a challenge you're facing right now in facilitation, and just write that down in a few lines. For example, I'm doing a session, I think sometime next week, and it's for a group of directors who just want to get things done. And my challenge is, how do I get them to really connect as well? Not just going through the checklist and the action list, but really to connect. So you only have to share this challenge for yourself. So you don't have to share it with others, but just write a few lines for you, what you think a challenge for you right now. And I'll put on some music. And that's actually the purring sound of a cat. So I hear these cats purring. Write down in a few lines the challenge you're facing right now. If you're not facilitating a lot, that's okay. It could be just a challenge you have right now in either your work life or private life. Imagine having this cat on your lap, purring away while you write down the challenge. So give me a sign if you're like, yeah, I have it a bit. I think this is the challenge. You can either give me a reaction or, okay, thank you. So from knowing what is important to you, what you'd like to use more of in your life, then stating the challenge you're facing right now, either in facilitation or in work or just your private life. Imagine that now we can really shapeshift into being a cat, to really channel our inner feline. And to inspire you, I have, of course, found another video and of the transformation process. So you might have recognized the song that I played at the beginning of this song. If you look down the rabbit hole of YouTube, it can be Russian, in Turkish, and all kinds of language. And this is a song, it's even version when COVID began. I think it was in Singapore, they translated the lyric of the song into why do you have to wear a face mask? So you can see the conductor when he got those hairbands to transform. It's like first embarrassment, like, okay. And then he put it on and he was like, okay, channeling my inner feline with my fur. And he went for it. And the orchestra really adapt the song to the instrument that they were playing. If you look closely, there's another girl with the cat ears as well, but everyone will do it differently. So the invitation now is you will have, let's say, 3 minutes, and then I will play some cat games. It's another video, and feel free to use that time to really transform into a cat. You can turn off your camera because we don't always have to see the transformation process. Or you can feel like a Superman. You know, you go into the phone booth and you kind of like just tear it and then be the Superman. But however you will wish. But I will start a video and really imagine yourself as a cat, and you can stretch, you can wash, you can reset, you can use some catnip, you can be inside a cozy box or however you wish. This is your 3 minutes of transformation time to transform into a cat. Here you go. Slowly transform yourself into the cat of your choice. How might you move? How might you catch that thing on the screen? Another minute or so in becoming a cat. Okay, you don't have to come on camera because from this stage of being the cat that you are now, that maybe you have caught that mouse or you were inside that paper box really snuggling and everything. So the invitation is Now, from the mind and the brain of a cat with your 9 whys, now look at this challenge that you have written down just 2 or 3 minutes ago. How would you then approach this challenge you have just written down like a cat? And to inspire you, I'll of course have another YouTube video for you to watch.
Of a cat.
I don't know what I've gotten myself into.
And she goes right under the couch.
Oh, this is your new home.
Come on out, buddy.
I've been laying on the floor trying to get her out from under the couch for like almost an hour.
She's like sprinting around my house.
I played hard to get, and now she wants to hang out with me.
We have a cat in our house now.
We have a cat in our house. We're gonna have a pretty fun week, don't you think? Okay. All right, baby steps, baby steps. She hasn't done anything wrong, but she looks mischievous.
Alfalfa is meeting alfalfa for the first time.
What you doing over there? Wonderful.
The hair on my clothes is real. She sheds like crazy.
I'm gonna feed her this other stuff that looks really fancy. So her whole chin has just been like in this food. I'm gonna have to like wash her.
He's a baby cat. Baby cats are insane. I had no idea.
Oh, ow, oh, claws, ow, ow. The first day I wouldn't let her sleep in the bed. By the second day she was in bed snuggling. Oh, that's so not fair.
Look who's friends now.
Good morning. Remember when I said you couldn't?
So this video is really to inspire you that they are also just people hating cats. But by being with the cat, sometimes your mind changes. So now the invitation is, instead of thinking inside a box, that is think outside of the box. So now you have transformed into a cat, knowing that not everybody likes cats, but maybe take some time to get used to. How would you then approach the challenge that you've just written down? I'll play some music and you have about 3 or 4 minutes time just to write down a few notes. And to inspire you, you might think of ways to pull or invoke curiosity, maybe using different tones or sound to get what you want. Maybe to create a coziness in the spaces, or how to keep your own agenda.
I'm going away, my little kitty.
So with that said, I'll play the music.
I'm going away, my little kitty, and go far, far away. I'm coming back, my little kitty. I'm coming back. I'm coming back, my little kitty. I'm coming back someday. I'm going away, my little kitty. I'm going away. I'm going away, my little kitty. I'm going far, far away. Where'd the kitty come from? And where'd the kitty go? kitty's always hungry. I told the kitty no.
About 2 more minutes till the end of this song.
She had to roam. But where'd the kitty come from? Where did the kitty go? Now Hector was the son of a mountain lion. She heard him crying. She followed him in, and she became the apple of my eye. But when Hector couldn't love her, my day kitty said goodbye. She belonged to another family up the street. I knew they couldn't love her, well, even half as much as I love the kitty in the morning, I love her every night. The day she left me, I hung my head and cried.
Okay, so now it's another time for some cat chatter. And to inspire you, how would cat chatter look like? Another YouTube video. Here you go. So how you might connect in the connection rooms is up to you. But the invitation is in connection rooms. I'll put it in the chat as well to really share your challenge in the few words that you would like to. And then looking through your notes, what were the aha or the moments that you got? And indeed, I can see the transformation of Monzi already of a very dashing cat. I love those furs. So feel free to share how you would like to share. What were the aha or the moments for you? Here you go.
One, two, bazoo, bazoo, bazoo.
Oh, old Mr. Johnson had troubles of his own. He had a yellow cat that wouldn't leave his home. He tried and he tried to give the cat away. He gave it to a man going far, far away.
So thank you for listening to all these cat songs. I think my husband will be very grateful because imagine me designing this session. I've heard them all. He was like, I cannot watch another cat video. And how many songs do you have? So thank you for staying on this session with me. We're about to wrap up, but just want to check, how was this in transforming into a cat, stating your challenge, and to share connection with another fellow cat? Oh, I love all those gifts. And I hope you really channeled your inner feline, knowing that it's not just a state of mind, but sometimes you can really stretch with feeling your body and sometimes really creating the space, really finding that confinement as well. So just a little note, another cat video, of course, to avoid the human trap, because now you have an experience. This experience, the invitation really is to keep this memory inside of you every time you would need it, maybe to shapeshift. So how to avoid the human trap?
Oh.
So I love this video because it really reminds us, at least me, of those flaws that we have as human beings. And sometimes to shapeshift and just look at yourself through different eyes and know what are the traps sometimes you keep trapping yourself in. Yes, they keep secrets. So as a wrap up of this session, I would like to invite you to take a bite of those delicious meow 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 meow. But just like from now on in a sentence, how can you be more not pro, but just in either your facilitation or your life? How might you answer this question with a feline mind? How can you be more in your facilitation? And let me get those. Oh yeah, the sound back while we write. Ooh, relaxing, more protective in the territory. Can inspire each other. How would you be more in life? Facilitation. How can you keep your feline minds? Unlimited fun or free mind. I love that. Oh, welcoming people with a hug. Love that as well. How you greet people, how your tail is. Is it upright? Is it scared, like fluffy? Be even more playful. Be more agile. And be your catful self. Okay. So thank you. That was the session actually. Be more in your facilitation or in life. That was the sandbox. Thank you so much for participating. And if you feel cold, the last part is always about debriefing. We can do it on Miro, or we can just unmute, because I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. I'm definitely a cat. You know, I really don't care about you all. You came, but I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. doing all those things. But yeah, feel free to choose different channels. You can either use the Miro to have a debrief. Let me start it here. So there are 3 parts. You can do happy cat, what worked for you, grumpy cat, what do you think is not working, or the curious cat, how might you adapt this session to your own liking, I would say. And if you can't get in the Miro, let me see to share here. I can put that in the chat. Here you go. And let me just put on the song.
Everybody wants to be a cat because a cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Everybody's picking up on that feline beat because everything else is obsolete.
Okay, thank you all for writing. And feel free to unmute yourself and share anything you would like to share as well, knowing that all of us have different styles. Some people will thrive more and like to be in that space of writing. And some would like to voice themselves. So opening the floor, imagine me like one cat of my friend eats if you scatter the thing like all over the place, and then the cat will just go and fetch it. So I'm like scattering the foods in this room. Any thoughts after this session? Who would like to share? Emmy, and I see indeed your comment. I know the app and the stable Wi-Fi. Oh, the phone phone train. I mean, that's definitely a good being flexible as a cat. You know, like with one foot on the one end, the other really reaching for it. So thank you. Anyone else would like to share by unmuting?
Yes, I think I want to.
Thank you.
I would like to, first of all, say, Julia, that I think you are a great communicator and you transformed this session into a very funny and interesting moment, I think, for all of us. So thank you for that. And thank you for the inspiration. I really like this thematic way of conducting a session, and I think I will take that with me. So thank you.
So much. Thank you so much for playing with me, knowing that these kind of sessions like not really common. Imagine doing this in a corporate session, you know, like, oh, let's be more of a cat in how we would like to facilitate. However, I will share that in the cat goodie bag just after we hear some more input, whoever would like to share that you can use in a corporate setting. Anyone else who would like to share? Don't be shy.
I can share.
Cute.
Sarah, I would say like you are really perfect. Yeah, I really feel fun and you open my world. Like I really feel like yeah, after my whole life learning most of the stuff, but this is the way of like to learn new things for me, like really like fits my crazy imagination style. So thank you so much for providing this space, and I really feel like you are my lifelong teacher. So anyway, I really want to connect more with this community and like yeah, want to explore into this holistic design together. Yes, thank you so much for inspiration.
Thank you, Pam. So yeah, and please do like different cats, different characters. This is my interpretation of being a cat, and I'm like seeing all kinds of mischievous eyes in you as well, how you would take these different elements like in the sandbox and try into the different settings. And as promised, this is the kitty goodie bag, which I'll share in the chat, is that you can retro like a cat. There's a template in Miaow, and it has like grumpy cats and other things, and you can maybe work with your team or with your organization, like how can we, what are the things we appreciate and what are the things that we don't like. And of course, you know, being Taiwanese myself, if you would like to do the song, the Miao Miao in Mandarin, I put a link in the chat. It's a couple, I think they're based in France. And they, in that video, they're singing the song, or you can do it otherwise. So with that said, I would really like to say goodbye because then we'll have 10 minutes back of our live. So we can have like a snuggle or however it is. And I'm sharing the music, and feel free to say goodbye, and I'll see you the next time.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
This is awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah and Andrea, for organizing.
Thank you so much.
Wanzi, I love your cooking and everything. So good.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Sarah. Bye.
Bye.